Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with a C, back at you with another video. But if you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on, welcome. I try to put out 1 or 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel. And if you see anything you like, before you leave, make sure you subscribe, you guys. So today I'm actually gonna use the remaining sunlight. I'm gonna try to record 2 reactions today, you guys. So I did put out 1 reaction a little bit earlier this week for Cloak Dagger season 2 episode 3. I think that was called Shadow Selves. I'm in the process of editing episode 4, which is called, I think, Rabbit Hole. I think that's what that one is called. So today I'm gonna try to get episode 5 in and maybe 6. We'll see. My phone doesn't have a whole lot of space, so I definitely can do 5, but I don't know. And then I know that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just came out season 6, so I'll have to pick and choose what I want to do. So I think I'm definitely going to watch episode 5 of Cloak Dagger. I'm down 3 episodes, so I really do want to get caught up, but I do actually want to get on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. bandwagon and go ahead and start reacting to that series as well, because it is one of my favorite series. So we'll see. I'll go ahead and watch episode 5, and if I have a burning desire to watch episode 6, I'll put S.H.I.E.L.D. on hold until I can get everything kind of re-recorded and edited and put out, and then try to do S.H.I.E.L.D. maybe next week. So we'll see, you guys. But yeah, as far as episode 4, Rabbit Hole, that was a really cool episode. You'll see my reaction when I do put it up. But essentially, I probably didn't do a whole lot of reacting or talking in the episode. It was just really a different type of episode. Well, not really different for Cloak Dagger. But like essentially Tandy goes into the dark dimension to recover O'Reilly, to recover Mayhem, really, actually. So Tandy goes into the dark dimension to recover Mayhem, and all that is just very weird. It's very, very different, very, yeah, very discombobulated. Like a lot of things kind of don't really make sense. But I really love the use of storytelling that they did use throughout this episode. How they had the like a little record store, and how Mayhem and Tandy went in and basically saw all the records of the missing girls. So, kind of cataloging them. And then Tandy finds a shelf or just a little section that has her name on it, and she plays the records and sees aspects of her childhood. And, kind of sees like where her mother and father were fighting, how her father was abusive toward her mother, and this was throughout her childhood. So she was able to kind of see those things. And so I just thought that was a really awesome, creative way of storytelling. I did mention that in my review of episode 4. But that probably was one of my favorite portions of the episode. And then, simultaneously as all this is going on, you have everything going on with Tyrone. The gang members, I don't remember what their numbers or what they were called, that gang. But essentially, they discovered that Tyrone was the one that broke up their operation. So now they're trying to, get Tyrone and kill him. And they go to his house where his mother is. Tyrone gets his mother. They kind of are on the run and hide out in this church. And then, not the church that Tyrone typically hides out in. It's another church. There's a lot of abandoned church apparently in New Orleans. But yeah, so him and his mom hide out there. They're found by one of the boys that's in the gang, and then subsequently the boy that Tyrone did save. So he's able to appeal to him, and the boy tells the other gang members who are now looking for Tyrone that, oh, the police are coming. So they leave, and Tyrone actually called the police to come. It's kind of like this whole standoff thing, because the chief, the police chief, O'Reilly kind of tries to smooth things over and tell them like, oh, he's not armed. They're like, well, neither was Fuchs. Kind of alluding to the fact that they're gonna use lethal force on Tyrone if they find him. And Tyrone, with Tandy and O'Reilly in the dark dimension, like he's not able to like use his abilities like he should. And so then in the dark dimension, you have like essentially Tandy's not supposed to use her abilities. And if she uses her abilities, I guess she is kicked out of the dark dimension. So this is what happens. Her and Connors actually come back from the dark dimension at the end of the episode. And that's kind of where we are. Connors escapes from like, you know, the little church, because they all go back to the abandoned church where Tyrone's been living. And like Connors, he like breaks a window and gets out of the church, and Tandy and Tyrone left looking all discombobulated. So that's what we're picking up from, you guys. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this reaction, but without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So this is season 2 episode 5 of Cloak and Dagger. I will see you guys on the other side with my review and observations. Bye, guys.
How did this happen?
Way too quickly. I went in for the other Bridget, but Connors was there, and when she tried to kill him, my protective fish went up, and I was blown back out. I grabbed for her tie, I swear.
But instead, you freaked me out and killed my brother.
That's an accident.
He could be anywhere now. He could be after Bridget, my parents.
Okay, so...
I'll let you up when I have a lead to follow.
He's upset.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, he'll calm down, Tandy. He'll be all right. And it ain't like she didn't do it on purpose. I mean, come on.
Ty was helping
So, then he got away, and look, we just gotta look for him. Find him before he finds us. I was thinking we could probably check all the places we know he goes. And
Yeah, come on, Bridget. You gotta
you, me, and Tanny, we'll all go together.
talk to her.
You know, the next time you get mad at me because I went out and did something on my own, remember this moment. I wish the other you were here.
Dang, Ty. That was harsh, though.
Hey, Adam.
I want to find that bastard that killed my brother. The brightest star is born. No one's ever seen a light that shines as bright as this. Like the cosmos might explode. Everything ceased to exist. Tyrone Johnson.
Whoa, how did this happen? How he just got a gun on you?
I've been waiting for you. I want to help you.
What? Wasn't expecting that.
With what? With putting me behind bars.
Had some time to think.
The farmer
In the
looked
dark
at the Viper.
That's the gun that went off the night your brother died. No. It's the gun you fired when you murdered him. When I chased you out of Dwayne's shop, you off the railing. I found your prints. Then used this to saw off the piece of railing used to beat Fuchs to death. Cut patterns will match. My DNA's all over it. With them and my confession, that it's almost enough to exonerate you.
Okay. Right. Okay, I'll see you at the courthouse at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Andre Deshane?
Hope you've got a good lawyer.
Is he in on these missing girls?
But enough for me. You know, someone rescued a dozen women from a human trafficking operation a couple of nights ago. The victims, Tandy.
Look, I know, I want to give them the chance to stop the assholes who victimized them. Just a couple questions, nothing more.
Look, I know you want to help, but this is not appropriate.
Yeah, you're not police.
Okay, well, is there anyone else that might have answers? That might know something, anything at all?
I'm sure the women that this happened to don't want to relive this, Tandy. I'm sorry, I gotta take this.
Yeah.
Somebody there is probably in on
This
it.
is Andre.
Either him or her. For real.
Long way.
Yeah. She like to go to that, what's that fancy store that's got the bullseye out front? Target. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they got everything. Meats, cheese, palm, wonderful. Did she buy any of that? No. She come on with pillars.
Man, I got arrested.
Shit, I wish she would catch you with your head on one of them some bitches. Strictly for decoration.
I'm done.
Son, what are you doing here? I told you to run as far as you can.
God, don't. Before you do something you may regret. You may want to hear what I have to say.
No, let's not do that.
I could sing like a bird and still walk away without an indictment. Huh? Because of my
Please come with me. Just to stay nearby in case something goes sideways. Hey, no. Just stay another minute, okay?
Look, what is going on right now?
Her name is Leah. She can help me find someone. I think her ex-boyfriend might know something about the scumbags taking those girls.
You could have told him the truth.
But in order for her to tell me more, I need to find some common ground.
So who am I? Your abusive boyfriend or your pimp?
I mean, either one will do.
So you called your black friend?
No, I called my best friend. Ty, come on. If it were you, you'd do the same thing.
No, I wouldn't use you or lie to you or break a promise to help you out.
Yeah, you did lie to him.
I didn't break
You
a
did lie to him.
promise. I have a master's degree in men who use and abuse and turn your mind inside out. My ex, he was everything to me. I would have done anything for him. He took me up on that offer. Eric faced justice. Not when you run the best grow house in the city. A grow house?
He's right, you know. Secrets are powerful. If you had the secrets he's talking about,
I have a get out of jail free card.
chance to not spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder.
Eddie, don't get caught up now. You can't disappear like that. She's trying to doing all that stuff by herself. They work better together.
I'm sure that if a bomb threat were credible, we would have been notified.
Oh, sure, huh?
I think you just won.
Wine store.
Who's taking all those missing girls? Use the bricks like you always stay together.
What in the world? So he's afraid of not facing justice? Is that his fear?
Just do
Like
it.
he keeps trying to cuff himself.
I'm ready for judgment.
It's all people like him understand. Strength. Resistance. You have to choose to fight back. You have to refuse to be a victim. And you have to take away their power.
I told you, bro, I knew it. She was in on it. Listen, I knew she was in on it. Listen,
Plan.
I knew it.
In violent times, you shouldn't have to sound
Was this her home? Oh, with Billy.
I suppose the best place to start is with a story. After all, who doesn't love a good story?
You were supposed to do this by yourself, girl. No.
these are the things I can do without. Come on.
Wow. Okay. Where to begin? Where to begin? This was a really good episode. Wow. my heart is just, yeah. Oh, this was a really good episode. You had essentially like kind of picked up from where episode 4 ended, and essentially like Tandy was trying to explain to Tyrone why she could not retrieve Mayhem from the dark dimension and how everything happened so fast, but she was able to some kind of way get Connors back. And so Tyrone was upset at her, and again, I think he was just upset that things did not work out. But Tandy did not do it intentionally. That was not, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't intentionally bring Connors back. She just wanted to stop Mayhem from killing him. So they did not get Mayhem to come back with them, which is unfortunate because I think something needs to happen where Mayhem and Bridget like fuse back together, something like that, because Bridget is not complete without Mayhem, and Mayhem is not complete without Bridget, essentially because they're two halves of one whole person. So Bridget just is not herself without the other part of her. So maybe they'll be able to figure that out in an upcoming episode. We'll see. But it was really good again. So you had that. So immediately in the beginning of the episode, there's a divide between Tyrone and Tandy. So Tyrone is, again, trying to go off and find Connors on his own. He's reaching out to Tandy. Tandy's with her mother. And, again, trying to figure out who is trafficking these girls. And so Tandy kind of goes off and does her own thing. Tyrone is focused on Connors and doing his own thing. So he finds Connors. Connors is uncharacteristically like very apologetic, guilty. He is wanting to be brought to justice, and he's trying to give Tyrone and his father ammunition essentially against him and his uncle in order for him to be put behind bars, because he's like, my confession is not enough because my uncle is the one who got me out of this situation I was in the first place. So you need to get the dirt that my uncle has on other people, which will prevent me from being brought to justice. So Tyrone goes and does that, tries to follow all of Connor's directions, and he says that he tried to find the little file, but there was nothing in the little bottle, like Connor said. He touches Connor, sees that essentially Connor's fear is not being brought to justice, essentially. That's what I gauge from it anyway. Y'all might have gotten another understanding, but that's what I gauge from it. So you had that, and then essentially, Tyrone takes Connors to his mother, and then so that kind of ended there. But you have Tandy, who's talking to, I didn't catch her name, but you have, she's talking to Antoine. She's trying to interview the girls. Antoine tells her, or Andre, I think his name's Andre. Andre tells her it's not appropriate, but tells her that the other lady might know. And immediately I'm like, okay, one of them two got to be in on this whole thing with these missing girls, because how does Michaela just disappear from group, and they're like, oh, well, these guys prey on people that they know won't be missed, who are already in situations. I'm like, well, how do they know that about these girls unless they have some type of inside information? So I would want to know actually how many girls who went to this center are, have disappeared. Because if nobody is tying that together, they probably don't care enough, unfortunately, about these young women, but there's your connection right there. I knew it was either him or her, but the thing is, you a lot of times don't suspect that women are going to be the ones who are preying on other women, but it does happen, unfortunately, because you are more likely to trust another woman than another man, as far as, being open and honest, because this woman prayed, Tandy thought she was playing her, but the woman ended up playing Tandy. So I knew it too. I'm like, no, I think she in on it. She in on it, man. Like, she telling you about her boyfriend, but she might be working with him and getting a cutback from, them selling these girls. And that's exactly what the case was. And now Tandy in the back of an ambulance. Like, I don't know. This season is very dark. It's darker to me than last season. I think, it just, I don't know, it just hurt my heart just to kind of see that too, because we know that stuff like that actually happens. Without the whole superpower element of Tyrone and Tandy of Cloak and Dagger, human trafficking is a real thing. Sex trafficking really happens. So that's why it just really hurt my heart to I don't know, this whole storyline is just very dark. It's just very it gets to me. I don't know. It's just, it really gets to me because it's just very unfortunate, and it's just very sad. So hopefully Tyrone is able to pick up on the fact that Tandy's in trouble and, you know, save her, or Tandy's able to get herself out of this situation. And I don't know which one it's going to be, but I pray nothing bad happen to her. I don't think it will, but I just pray it don't, because Tandy already been through enough. But unfortunately, there's no limit on traumatizing experiences people experience in life. So just because she has already been traumatized doesn't mean she can't continue to be traumatized, unfortunately, because that does happen in real life. So, but it is a television show, so I don't know what direction they're gonna go in, because this is already kind of dark. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off there. I'm gonna try to fit in one more reaction. I don't know if I'm gonna do Cloak and Dagger episode 6, though I kind of want to do episode 6, or if I'm gonna do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 6-1. I don't know. I might continue on with Cloak and Dagger, because I want to know what happens to Tandy. We'll see, though. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you do share it with anyone else who likes Cloak and Dagger reactions. And comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe. Again, you do that by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.